Hi, my peepers. Welcome to tea time with Friday Reads, Colored WIPS, and Coloring News. I have decided, not to do these as a live stream anymore, just for my personal reasons. Nothing against anybody. It just is easier this way for me. I get tired, and I just do. I get tired, I yawn a lot, and I know it's dark picture right now, but when I use my laptop, and because of my internet, everything's pixelated. You can't really see what I'm showing you, and I think this would be better all the way around. I do miss you all. Sunday nights will never ever change because I don't really show you anything except Happy Mail. And we play games. So that Sunday nights will always stay as live streams. I need better light on this side. Daenerys, move. Let's see if this works any better. How's that? No? Can I tilt it? Is that any better? I know, my camera needs to be further away too. That's the most that I can zoom out. So let's get started, should we? Shall we? I haven't done this in a while. So, like I said, it's tea time. Today's tea is Stash Black Tea Decaf Pumpkin Spice. Pumpkin Spice. It's my favorite brand. They used to have a different pumpkin that I liked a lot better, but they don't have that anymore. I have to get it in pumpkin spice. It's really good though. Anyways, first things first. Books I read since last week. I read Out of Season by Antonio Manzini. I received this book from the publisher. I believe I won this from Shelf Awareness, Pro Shelf Awareness. It's a newsletter that they send out. And they do giveaways for ARCs. So I think that's how I got this one. This is set in Italy. And the names are all Italian. So that was the only hardest part, was pronouncing the names. I had to make them up myself. So it says, it's the bitterly cold spring season in Alpine Aosta. And forgive me if I say it wrong. And a girl has been kidnapped. Chiara Berguet, daughter of the owners of a local construction firm, was targeted thanks to the sizable debt her parents owe. But like many a best-laid plan, a blown tire causes the crime to go haywire as the kidnapper's van skids off the road and crashes into a pair of larch trees. Both the driver and his accomplice die on impact, leaving the girl in the back gagged and bound and unable to break free. Which, that's not true, because she was not in the back. Meanwhile, Rocco Schiavone wakes to find himself in Anna's apartment. She's the best friend of his girlfriend, Nora, and memories of the night before, a steamy evening with Anna, return to him. As he sneaks out, he sees the first few snowstorm clouds of the spring season move across the sky, an ominous sign that something is off. If trouble at home and a kidnapping case weren't enough, Rocco will eventually have to contend with Enzo Biaggi. Rocco was the one who sent Enzo to prison and in the process killed Enzo's brother. Having just escaped from prison, Enzo is heading north with a newly purchased revolver and, clearly, revenge on his mind. When an unfortunate incident of mistaken identity makes Enzo's act of revenge even more fiendish, it also presents a gruesome scene for Rocco to discover on his return home. I gave this a 3-star. It was a little slow for me. The storyline was good. Was a little slow. It was good. But I did like the storyline, but like I said, it was a little slow. And I'm thinking it's part of a series. I believe this is part of a series. Not positive. Yeah, I believe it is part of a series. So I liked it, but I only gave it 3. The next one I read was Alaskan Holiday. I gotta find it. It's taking forever to load it. Alaskan Holiday by W. McComber. And I gave this a 4-star. You know me, I like my holiday Christmas books. If you like W. McComber, you can't beat it. I don't remember what the synopsis of this was. That's set in Alaska. Yeah, it's set in Alaska, so this woman goes there to go on holiday, and she has a romance with a guy who lives there in Alaska, and she's supposed to be going back home in Washington, I believe, for her job, and she misses the last ferry of the season. And so now she's trying to find a way to get back home. And Palmer tries to, he's the main character, tries to find someone who can fly her out. And so while that's all going on, while that's all going on, she's falling for him even more, and the people that are her friends that she made there in Alaska are trying to get her to stay. I enjoyed it. I gave that a 4-star. Then I read Tell Nobody by Patricia Gibney. This is a psychological thriller. I gave this a 4-star. I really liked this. This is book 5 of a series. It's Detective Lottie Parker series. So I did enjoy this one as well. All my reviews can be found on Goodreads or on my blog, which is down below. Then I read the spell book. Let me see if I can find it. The Spell Book of Katrina Van Tassel, A Story of Sleepy Hollow by Alyssa Palumbo. There's not really a cover. I gave this a 4-star. I went into this thinking, I'm not going to really like this. You know, it's supposed to be a retelling of Sleepy Hollow and told by the character of Katrina. And so Katrina comes from wealth, and her father wants her to marry. They have they're big time farmers, and her father wants her to marry the other farmer's son. but she doesn't like him. They've been like, they were childhood friends with her and her best friend. But her best friend is like a witch. And he spread rumors about her best friend when they were younger. And so Katrina doesn't like him anymore. Katrina is in love with someone else who is a school teacher. And her father said no, she could not marry him because he doesn't come from money. And he thinks that this man only wants to marry her for the money. So he ends up, the night he asks her dad for her hand in marriage, he ends up missing. And people think that the headless horseman killed him off. So it goes on with her finally, Katrina and her best friend try to figure out where the teacher went, why he disappeared. Did he disappear because her father wouldn't let her marry him? But then her cousin and his mother never heard from him again either. So they try to find him. And while that's going on, she's finally given up that he's going to be there for her. And she ends up deciding to marry the other guy. So I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. I gave it 4 stars. Then yesterday I finished I Am Behind You by Jan. Don't even ask me how to pronounce his name. John is the only name I could pronounce. This is supposed to be, if you like Stephen King, you would like this. I don't know about that because I gave this 2 stars. 2 stars. I found it boring, slow, and I got to the end and I said, what the hell? What was this story about? I don't get it. So when I went on Goodreads to see what some of the other people said, some people either praised this book a lot or they were all like me, like, what happened? I don't understand. So this says, 4 families wake up one morning in their trailer on an ordinary campsite. However, during the night, something strange has happened. Everything outside the camping grounds has disappeared, and the world has been transformed into an endless expanse of grass. The sky is blue, but there is no sign of the sun. There are no trees, no flowers, no birds, and every radio plays nothing but the songs of 60s pop icon Peter Himmelstrand. As the holiday makers try to come to terms with what has happened, they are forced to confront their deepest fears and secret desires. Past events that each of them has tried to bury rise to the surface and take on terrifying physical forms. Can any of them find a way back to reality? I don't think I really liked any characters in here. The little boy who was nice was a whiner. The little girl in here is a little monster. Her mother is a bitch. I don't know how else to say it. Excuse me, I need my tea. I am still fighting the cold or the sinuses, whatever I have. I just have this lingering cough. I get like either a tickle in my throat, which is what I have now, or I get a lot of phlegm buildup. So yeah, that's been horrible. So, do I recommend this? No. Some people might say it was good. I didn't. I didn't enjoy it. So that was it as far as the books are that I read this week. Because that one took me over 2 days to read it because I didn't like it. Color and WIPS. Okay, you know I have a lot of stuff started. I'm not showing them unless I'm still coloring in them, and I'm not right now. I have had quite a few finishes this month, and I haven't even shown them. I haven't posted them anywhere on Facebook or on Instagram. I have a lot of that to do. Maybe tonight. I don't know. I have not colored and watched videos all today. I made a video doing a color and chat, but that's all I wanted to do today was color and watch videos, and I haven't done that. Anyways, color and WIPS. So I am working out of Romantic Country, the Third Tale. And Color has started this page with Prismas, and I watched her do part 1 and part 2. I have not watched part 3 and part 4 yet. I still have to do that, and I believe she's also doing this page, and I told her I want to do this page with her too, so I am doing that this weekend as well. I belong to Hannah Lynn's VIP group, and when you are in that, she gives out free pictures that you would not find in any of her coloring books. And it's $1.99 a month. It's not bad. Anyways, Color with Claire is coloring this month's freebie that we got, which is called Handing Out Candy. So I started that. And we are using Prismacolors, I believe. I didn't write it down, but I do believe it's Prismacolors. So that is really cute. And I'm a Patreon member, and I pay for Color with Faithful Girl 1978, and she is doing a. I went back to like her oldest videos, and she's working in Whimsical Wonders and doing this page and using polychromos. So I need to finish that. I'm really liking the skin tone. And then I am finishing this off camera, but I did the color and chat out of Desert Muse by Carla Magana. I don't know how to say it, you know that. So I did the base coat with my Prismacolor markers and then shading with my Artezas. And I'm going to finish the flowers off camera. I already showed some of the flowers on camera, and then I'm using the same colors, so I will show them. I will finish it off camera. Color in News. Are you ready? There has been a few changes. So for October on YouTube, John the Bibliophile Colorist has been coloring out of A Million Cats by Lulu Mayo. I am co-hosting with Kate's Color in Haven, and we are coloring in anything by Carla Magana. I'm just going to throw out all 3 ways to say it. Sharon Sanctuary is supposed to be doing vampires, and I have not seen a video yet, so I don't know if she has not done one or if I'm just not getting notifications. Victoria Colors is co-hosting with Samantha Oswald, and they are coloring out of Hannah Lynn Halloween. I have not watched their videos yet. I plan on it because I want to color in my Halloween book, so I'm waiting till I can sit down and color in mine and color along with them. And From a Colorful Life is doing Day of the Dead. She was co-hosting with Zoe Archer, but Zoe couldn't do it because of her health, which we all understand that. Jessica's Coloring Corner is doing Owltober. And Sky of Dream in Color is doing Hannah Lynn Halloween. I have not watched her videos yet either. And tomorrow, which is October 13th, Jen and Sammy are doing Cozy Coloring Night live streams. So for Eastern Standard Time, Sammy will be on from noon to 2. And then Jen Reading with Pugs is on from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. I will not be able to watch Sammy as of right now. Dylan's internet is out and I'm babysitting, so I can't watch Sammy's. So I have to watch Jen's. Facebook for October. This one's a long one. Color with Shalene and Friends is doing Carla Majana. Also, take any picture, divide it in half, color one half in Halloween colors and the other half in bright colors. Also, Corey has a color along in my group, coloring anything with pumpkins, only you have to use blue or teal colors. Jessica's coloring corner is Owltober. Color-in tips and tutorials with Faithful Girl 1978 is Masquerade exclusive. October Challenge is a mask or costume color palette. Reading with Pugs Color-in. She had a color along out of Mythographic from October 5th to the 8th. I did do that. I have not posted my picture yet. She also has a picture that Deborah Muller did for Pugkin Special. It's really cute. I still have to color that. And then, like I said, tomorrow is Halloween Cozy Coloring Night with Jen and Sammy. A Little Splash of Color, October 7th through the 20th, is Color Sugar Skulls. Just Color, Halloween, post by the 31st, and she's doing a drawing of a $15 Amazon card. A Colorful Life, color out of books you own and haven't colored in yet. You can post on there, on Instagram, and it's hashtag Show That Color in Book Love 2018. Color in Time until November 2nd has 5 color-alongs going on, all until November 2nd. The first one is Spooky Stuff, Day of the Dead / Halloween. The second one is anything out of Creative Haven / Dover. Third one is Autumn / Fall theme or a color palette of fall. Fourth color lawn is Food Frenzy, any picture with food. And the fifth one is Jasmine Beckett Griffith, any pictures including anything of Patreon, if you're a Patreon. Hannah Lynn's Whimsical Adult Coloring, she does a different picture every week out of any of the Hannah Lynn books. And so this week's was out of Enchanted Halloween, The Sweet Scarecrow. And the last one is Molly Harrison Fantasy Art Coloring Group. Halloween inspired, colors up to you, but put a pumpkin or a bat included would be awesome. October Instagram, A Colorful Life, hashtag Show That Color in Book Love 2018, and me and Kate is hashtag Carloween. November, John, the bibliophile colorist, is anything out of any Fabiana Atanagios. I am co-hosting with Sharon Sanctuary with Bennett Klein. Coloraroo is fall inspired. Anne from A Colorful Life has canceled her Falling Colors fall season because that's all she's doing till the end of the year is all of us to color pictures out of coloring books we have not colored in yet. Zoe Archer, I think, is still doing Disney Delights. I'm not sure, Zoe. If you're watching this, let me know. Grace is coloring in Mardell Rubio. And Sky from Dream in Color is Hannah Lynn Christmas. Also, Streamathon is November 17th and 18th. Facebook, I don't know yet. Instagram, Sammy is hashtag Color and Get Cozy into Fall, Autumn, and Warm Colors. Also, for the Streamathon, we are to use hashtag Color Like Nobody's Watching. December, on YouTube, the Bibliophile Colorist is doing The Inspired Room by Melissa Michaels. I am doing anything out of Tanya Bogima Stilova. Coloraroo is Christmas / Winter Pages. and from A Colorful Life has canceled the 12 Days of Christmas and doing the finish or start a picture out of a coloring book you own and haven't colored in yet. And like I said, that is hashtag Show That Coloring Book Love 2018. Zoe Archer is A Christmas Celebration, and Grace is Finish Those WIPS. I do not have anything for Facebook yet in December and nothing for Instagram. I am also trying to decide what I want to do about color-alongs next year on this channel. I love doing the color-alongs, I really do, but sometimes doing more than one picture and not getting into color and other things overwhelms me because I have so many coloring books and I really need to get to some of them. So I think I'm going to stick with the schedule I have for color-alongs next year, but the first week that I do the color-alongs the first week of the month will be the color-along. I will color one picture for that color-along. And then the rest of the month, let me back up. Okay, here's two options. I'm thinking out loud still, because I'm still deciding what I want to do. So my one thought was to do the first week of the month, like January. January is Michaelgelina. So take a picture and only color that for that whole week and the rest of the month, whatever else. Or I could start coloring, do part one, and then go color something else as a color and chat. Go back and do part two of Michaelgelina. You know, and then maybe do another video of coloring in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. And then go back and do a Michaelgelina, you know, until I finish that picture. Once I finish that picture and I still have time by the end of the month to start another one, I might do that. Because I really like doing these color-alongs, and I know all of you do too. So I'm just trying to come up with a good idea and not get burnt out by the color-alongs. This month has been great because I am enjoying doing the Carloween. And once I've done the fourth picture out of, what's the other book I got it working? Dark Garden. Once I finish a page in that, I might do, I think I'm just going to switch and work in Wee Wickeds. Maybe throw in another Spooky Sweets. Because those are Halloweeny. Those are Halloween. So I think that's what I'm going to do for the rest of this month. But as for next year, I think that's how I want to do it. Because I want to do something. I still want to do my color-alongs, but I also want to color everybody else's. So I think that's how I'm going to do that. I think when I go and I do color-alongs from other people, I'm going to do my color and chats also doing their color-alongs. So I can throw in a little bit of everything and keep this. I don't want this getting stale on this channel. I want to keep it going. So you guys are awesome. You guys give me a lot of great ideas. You tell me whatever. It's my channel, you know, and I should do what's good for me. You're all awesome, and I can't do this without you. I hope that you enjoy this session. I think my Friday nights like this, I'm going to go back into my family room and do it because the lighting is so much better in there. So I think starting next Friday, I will be doing these Friday night videos back in there. Yeah. And I didn't want to go into too much detail on the books because I do all my book reviews on my blog and on Goodreads. And I do want to start doing them every time I finish a book. I want to do it on this channel. So I'm getting there. I just wasn't feeling good for the past week and a half, but I'm feeling better. Actually, this cough is doing really good. I didn't think I'd get through this whole video without coughing through the whole thing. So I do have some happy mail that I will be showing you on Sunday. What else? I think that's it. I do have to post up finishes because I do have some finishes this month that I have not posted. I know, shame on me. I know why else next year for why I didn't want to do a lot of color lawns. Well, I want to do color lawns, but not the whole month. Just stuck to that color lawn because I want to get back into buddy colors. And I miss doing the buddy colors, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it with like more than 3 people because I did one with like 5 people. It was too much. I'm trying to stay off my phone less so that I have more time to color, to read, to watch videos. So I do have to, I haven't watched TV shows in 2 weeks because I'm always talking to Frashan and Lisa, and they know this, and I love them to pieces. I have to learn to balance everything, and it hasn't been working very well. So, yeah, I'm having fun coloring again. I've been coloring this week a little bit here and there. Next week I will get a lot of coloring in. I babysit tomorrow and Sunday, and then I don't have to babysit again till Friday, and I babysit Friday and Saturday. I pick up Lisa from the airport Saturday, and then she's here until the following Saturday morning. So we have pages picked out from several coloring books that we want to do as a buddy color together while she's here. And we don't care if we don't finish them because every day we are going to start a different picture. That's what we have planned. We're doing watercolors and markers, and she wants to play with all my pencils. And Sunday we're going to get together with Kathy, Catherine, and my mom because Kim can't do it. And we're going to color. And then one day Justin's going to take us into Rochester to the art supply store. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I'm buying the rest of my super colors. And I am going to pick up the rest of, I need to replace a lot of Prismacolors, so I have a list for those. And I might pick up more of Prismacolor markers. I have extra money, so I'm hoping to do that. And no telling what else I will find in the store. If they have Copics, I might have to pick up some Halloween colors of Copics just to play with them. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna play with the distressed ink. So we have that to play with, just a lot. But she won't get on videos with me. I will be making videos. She knows that. So a lot of coloring in the next 2 weeks. Thank you so much. I will talk to y'all later. Love you guys. Bye-bye.